the Stetson Hatters men's basketball program. The reigning arena is next. Power has been so impressive. Josh Massey gets his fingers on the game for Columbia College. Kai Ellison, the new point guard, underneath to Jordan Wood, cleaned up.
5 pounds over the summer. Big fella, punching the button.
This is Chandler O'Bannon, and he throws it away to reside on campus and became co-educational, and men's basketball has officially been added for this year. There is O'Bannon.
South Carolina native there.
Ellison feeds Wood in the corner.
He's a good spot-up shooter.
And he knocked Jay Vaught. And
that is correct. He was at an HBCU. He was at Howard. Had a good career there.
Thompson with another tip-in after Ramos Sanka. One of the highest touted players on this new roster for Stetson. Wood, another corner three, another bucket. Wood at 6'10" is going to play the 3 for this Stetson team. Brasfield trying to fight through the zone, but there's Thompson. Last to Wingate. And the lefty in and out with his first free throw attempt.
Difficult for you and I to get used to, Evan, but that's the way it is in college athletics now. It just seems like
He's actually going to play his 6th year because he had a medical red shirt.
So you could basically almost be in school. There's a night for the Koalas.
Woods hit a couple of threes. Take this one to the basket and finish.
There's too much time.
8 points early to shoot. He can put the ball on the floor.
Yes.
Wow.
Good looking player. Good looking player.
Ellison, the point guard, his first 2. Get used to
it. And he is the answer at point guard. So you take a look at him handling the ball now. And that's what he can do well, get inside the paint.
Got a foul there on
score. Yeah, you see that in 4 years, but in 2 years, that means you're.
Yeah, I don't care who you play. That's impressive. You got to go through Orlando to get to Winter Haven.
He just has an exceptional feel for the game.
Turnaround Jay, no good, and the tip in from Oringy, isn't it?
Yes, he is one of the other leapers for the Koalas.
Went to Francis Marion before coming over to Columbia College. Ellison off the mark with a 3.
I'm trying to figure out with this team, and no better way to do it than an exhibition game.
There's Sanka. Nice take. Lays it away. Wasn't getting on the floor for those programs. A big block from behind by Phillips.
Yeah, nice hesitation dribble by Brasfield, but just exceptionally well. And that's what you need. If you're going to pull off those upsets, you're going to have somebody that has to step up and play well. Banya.
Here's Alesso. Great passing big, puts it on the floor, and the foul! Because it might be coming your way, and it might be coming fast.
And a nice soft touch at that. And Coach Jones thought that he would be.
Switching off of the big towards the low post. Nice positioning there by Alesso. And a foul the other way as Phillips was looking to draw than just about every guard he comes up against in the A-Sun.
Yeah, literally.
Showing that advantage.
That figuratively.
Doyle, there's that 3 from the wing.
Athletic young man from Merrick, New York.
So we've already seen tonight. He's coming back from injury. Should be available before too long, but not just yet.
Yeah, Tristan to a young man who is a shooter, Austin Harrell, who's in the game.
Sanya wide open, drills it.
He can Canada.
Burton on the other end for Columbia College.
Yeah, Sanya again.
That one well shot. He needed every single one of those 43 points. It's an A-Sun title game record. And he got himself a Power 4 offer. He's now going to play.
A lob to a 6'9" guy. On the break, full steam.
Burton, he's a shooter. Pulls up, no good. To the corner, Doyle pulls up for 3. That's a little strong. Rebound bounces out to Phillips. Phillips goes right back up. Nice touch on that one.
Has a feel.
And Jake Deere really is excited about this. He had about 2.5 months after he was hired to put the entire roster together. He got his start at a school Stetson very familiar with, Johnson University, Florida. Stetson used to play
1,800 students. No skipping classes there. So.
Doyle for 3. A little bit strong again.
But nevertheless, a good thought.
Brasfield, nice backdoor cut and a foul.
And with a missed shot.
Johnson, South Carolina kid out of Bishopville. Was at Allen University last year. this year, 6'10", 240 out of St. John, Indiana. No dice on the second free throw for Nakia Johnson.
If you're Columbia College, you want to get every opportunity that you can.
How about that extra pass by Sanka? Find Ellison
On the shot clock.
What are you seeing from Stetson defensively early on here?
I'd like to I've been looking at how they've worked together. As, you know, yeah, there's some good help side defense there by Massey.
Massey got to be careful. Team, they played really tight last year on the road, Nebraska, Omaha.
The Mavericks.
That was a thriller. It ended 88-80.
In basketball somewhere.
And the trend is bigger guys shooting is now almost expected.
Yes.
Thompson can't hang on to the basketball. Hatters have turned it over 5 times here in this first half. That's something they'll certainly want to clean. Ellison feeding Sanka. This time he'll shoot it himself. That's a pretty stroke. You talk about the potential of this kid.
Very quick.
Ellison, a little bit short. He's going to call his own number quite a bit in the last few years. There were stretches, you know, second half of the semifinal against Jacksonville in particular, where he would just go nuclear because he had to. And Phillips at the 1.
And Columbia, they have a 7-footer in there.
Yep, that is their big guy, just a little bit short. It's a good shot. They really haven't taken a bad 3 tonight. They've all been open. They've made about half of them. Here is Whitley, way off.
I'm going to try and understand, okay, who's the guy that I'm going to go to when I need a bucket? Who can I go to? Who will deliver? And by that,
becoming a leader on this team, gaining that confidence, and he's always had that smooth shot.
Yeah. You know, still part of his repertoire, but you like to see him causing havoc inside defensively and offensively.
He had
But Sanka is that kind of player. You know, he's nice pass.
Great pass by Phillips, and Wood finishes time.
Oh, nice give and go.
Wood with the no-look feed and compared to where he was, and you know, you love to see a kid see that they're going to have an opportunity, put the work in, and he's put himself in a
campus, and he can play multiple positions for you.
Alesso keeps, fires a 3. The home of former Cypress Gardens, now Legoland, Florida. He's a little bit old.
We coach them up 1 year, the year that they're here. However many years that is. If they're here, we coach them up the way we want to coach them up.
Beautiful rainbow 3 from 20.
Redeem himself, but you have to credit Donnie Jones and his staff because he has that reputation as a Stetson University is always filled with international flavor. There's kids from Belgium that had said, hey, you need to play for Donnie Jones.
The deep 3, good for
shot.
Washington.
Yeah, nice
his first points to find these players. Sheridan a little bit short.
Yeah.
Burton, the high
ups and steals. So those are some big shoes to fill.
Lob behind it off. It's good.
Nice. And good recognition. Good recognition by Jamie Phillips Jr. I mean, that says a lot about that young man.
And block shots. How about that?
Doing it all.
Sanka a little bit.
It's been because of the lack of effort. I mean, they've actually taken more shots at the basket than the Hatters.
Johnson got a good look there, just didn't put it in. There's a steal on the feed by Ellison by O'Bannon. Braswell not there. Basket interference. Wood, Massey, and Thompson. Massey has his pocket picked. A couple of early turnovers for the Hatters. Braswell fouled by Wood. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a good rival for Stetson. 20 years of history there.
And that's a proud program. Huge university.
They have blown up in size, and it has been very fruitful. They are struggling in their first taste of FBS football.
Went into a 1-3-1.
Hatters moving it around. Ellison for 3. That's short. Wood with the tip in. A little bit short. Fought. Oh, that's a big matchup. And he got the foul and the basket. How about that?
For conference years ago.
They went 19-5 in the GSC. And they won the first half. weirdly,
shooting, it all begins with that confidence and that repetition, and there, full court picking up.
Vaught, not so smooth this time. Good offensive rebound and the hook shot from Johnson.
And that's a shot you'd like to see Trayton Thompson make. That your point blank range, you can't throw it out 25 feet.
Wood in and out.
If you heard us in the first half, we were talking about scoring the basketball is one thing, but consistently, here's a nice steal by.
How about Wood taking it following Thursday against Omaha? Jordan Wood knocks down the free throw. Wood.
Body and another steal right on cue. Jordan Wood.
He can fly. Wood with 18 and 5 with the two. Oh, good. Well, you got to knock that down if you're Alex Doyle. Coming the other way. Doyle looking for the steal, and Washington just ends up throwing it, trying to calm him down a little bit. Sanya into the game. Massey's in as well. Burton for three.
Nice out of bounds play.
Enjoyed watching him get his first taste of college ball tonight. Sanya with a pull-up three. That's good. Scorer, spot-up shooter kind of players. Doyle is another one you would think about. Tristan Gross, when he comes back, he'll probably be a starter. There's Massey. Sanya. Massey did well to rescue that. The big fella, Alesso, he traveled. Phillips, a lovely give and go with Doyle. Phillips' instincts are just on.
Playing, that's getting in the gym and playing, and I'm not talking about, I love our trainers out there, but I'm not talking about playing against cones. I'm talking about
that preternatural ability to see where the opening is. Sanya a little bit short. Tracks down his miss, but he stepped out.
Well, that may be 10 or 12 attempts that he's put up.
Alesso for three, bucket. Stefano capacity. We'll get to do all these firsts again in a couple of weeks when they.
Oh, very good vision. Yeah, the big fella, illegal screen.
Yep. Sanka, contested three, in and out.
Release.
He's going to pass inside. Nice feed to Wood, who should have finished that. Close.
Looking for some contact, but nothing.
Ellison running quickly. Three, no good for Sanka.
And the Hatters have maintained that man-to-man defense.
Burton, you know when he's got it, he's shooting it. Kisses. Wood steps back. Sanka the offensive rebound.
And that's the toughest part about zone defenses, is rebounding out of it.
Ellison knifing through, can't finish. Sheridan put back.
Missed the shot, but his teammates there for a rebound.
Be interesting to see if Sheridan can crack the rotation for Donnie Jones this year. There's some real promise. Sure has, with some help from Sanka. Tosses it ahead. Abramo Sanka blocked on the dunk attempt, but there is a foul.
And a good contest.
Takes his time on the second one and rolls it in.
That Burton is not going to get cheated out of any shots, that's for sure.
Sanka takes
nice
it inside. Oh, just missed it high off the glass. Beautiful Euros. Think of that as Sheridan's game. O'Bannon, nice. Turns it over.
And it works. Your point guard has to recognize what's happening defensively and adjust.
Long two for Whitley, way off. 2021, they started some sports, tennis, swim in the fall of 2021, and now men's basketball, the big addition for 11, 8, 5, and 2 blocks.
Yes.
They'll make it 13, 8, 5, and 2 blocks after that last bucket. Here's a foul on the other end on 4 turnovers. Likely done for the night now.
That one stretch.
Here's Massey.
And everybody who is able to play on that Hatters bench, so he says he has no doubt that he will be able to come back. He's had a lot of rough luck in his early career, health-wise.
They dump it to Massey. Gets it up with the left hand and in.
Yeah, man side, but in terms of guys that know how to make moves.
There's a block for Wood. And then Thompson is fouled. Asun lead guard. But they've got options, and there's Phillips falling away off the glass. 15 points for the Rook. Bill.
Yep, didn't take long for him to get in the stat book. That's
Thompson, blocking foul. 2 shots coming in. His own guys get in that style, and they play a lot faster now, a lot more three-point shooting.
It's all about person to be. So as a coach, you won't last long in this business. So there's a 3 there.
Beautiful for Mac Washington.
Yeah, Washington. And not only are you talking, speaking at clinics, but you're listening and looking at what other guys are doing. And what's so beautiful about the game of basketball, you can only put 5 out there on the floor. And so anybody, as you and Coach Jones and I were talking about it,
Stetson certainly had 2 last year, and they're big. Auburn Gadarizzi, who went to Utah State, finish up his.
Look at a nice give and go by
Phillips. In on the second try, 17 for Phillips.
Had to get his own.
With the Stetson Hatters going on with 6 assists. Washington, just missed another 3. He's up to 8 points. Decent crowd to see this team for a game that doesn't count against a school for that conference championship run. The Hatters hosted every game they played in the conference tournament. It was so much fun. No neutral site. It makes the regular season so important.
Yes, and you earn. And there's a nice 3.
Ridley again. That'll get you a spot on the Miami Hurricanes roster. Behind the back, no look. And there is the first Stetson
games throughout the year, but here's all eyes on him, national television.
And remember, he struggled in the second half of last year. Department this year, they were plus 31 on the glass tonight. That's going to do it for us here on our opening night exhibition. First ever men's basketball game. Can't wait to see what the Koalas do.